Hey, what's up, everybody? It's late. Um, like 1:40 in the morning. And for those of you that can't tell, I am literally just speaking into my laptop. So if my voice goes in and out, that's why. I don't have a headset. I'm running a ghetto radio show. I have no money. I'm an ex-college student with no job. So yeah, it's like that. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. The title of this show is me, as usual. And the subtitle is I'm losing at life. Guys, my cable has been out for the last two to 3 weeks, okay? And I live at home with my mom, so that's kind of hard for me because technology is my life. It's how I communicate with you guys. It's how I get out there. And when my cable's off, so is my Wi-Fi. I have no internet connection whatsoever. I've been using my mobile data, which is probably why I haven't had a show for the last 2 weeks. Because I honestly don't want to be trying to do this radio show and I use up all my mobile data. I'm probably $300 over my bill. You know? And I just wanted to take the time and mention this because people just don't seem to understand what it's like to be lost in your life. Not knowing where you're going or who you are, it's difficult. And being a girl in my situation with cerebral palsy and being bipolar and having ADHD and being depressed, it's hard. It's honestly hard. And recently I lost my medical insurance, which means I no longer am able to go to a therapist like I used to once or twice a week, you know? And it's hard on me because I have nobody to talk to. I mean, I literally have nobody that I can talk to that can communicate with me. And that's hard, you know? And it hurts. It really does. And my problem is I don't know where I'm going or who I'm going to be because I don't know who I am anymore. It's like I've lost a part of myself that I honestly can't get back. I can't go to school because I'm just not good at school. I've never truly been good at school since middle school. I've never really been good at school. It just got too hard for me. And I know that sounds like an excuse, but guys, it hurts me that I can't go to school and get that good education because I can't motivate myself to get up in the morning and go to college classes, and I'm paying for those classes. I'm wasting other people's money to go to classes that I'm not even passing, and that hurts me. You know, I don't know what I want to do with my life. Not anymore. Like when I was in high school, the only thing I cared about, guys, was, God, am I going to live to see the next day? Because when I say I wanted to die, I'm not kidding. I thought about death every day. When I woke up in the morning, all I was thinking, God, I'm still here. Can you please kill me? You know, can somebody please kill me before I kill myself? I was a cutter. I would sit and stare at my sleeping pills thinking how many it would take to kill me because I couldn't stand life. And I was going nowhere. I am going nowhere with my life. And so with that, with that in mind, am I going to live to see the next day? Am I alive? Why am I alive? Why am I not dead? When my father died, I asked myself why God couldn't take me and send me to hell where I belonged. Because I honestly thought I belonged in hell. And sometimes I still do. Because I felt like if God had taken me instead of Marcus, my mother would have been so much better off. Guys, I'm talking, I didn't know how to comfort her, and she was always crying, and all I felt was grief. I didn't know how I was going to take care of her when I couldn't even take care of myself. And I had read all this stuff on people going through depression and grief, and I didn't know how I was going to handle that, you know? And when Marcus died, I just wanted God to take me and put Marcus back. I didn't want Marcus dead because I felt like if I died, Marcus would be a better comforter than I am. He can do more for my mother than I could. That's how I felt. Because I was going nowhere in life, guys. You have to understand that, like I've said before, I am failing at life. I am failing. There's so much I want to do, but I can't seem to take that next step, no matter how hard I try. I don't like school. I don't like going. And the only reason I agreed to go to college in the first place is because everybody kept telling me that that was necessary to take that next step. Everybody said, you have to go to college. You have to get a good education. You have to get that degree to get the good jobs. That was my mindset. And when I started school, I was good. I was going strong. And then something would happen and I'd fall off the bandwagon. I don't think there are many people out there that can understand my sense of lostness, and my sense of failure. I felt like a disgrace to my own family. I was nothing they could be proud of. And I still feel like that. And it's so hard on me because I've always wanted to be an artist. Since my freshman year in high school, I wanted to be a digital artist. That was my dream. That was what I was aspiring to. That was what I was going to do. But when I got in that drawing class, I didn't know what I was doing. I thought everybody was so much better than me. Everybody was so much better than me. And that hurt me. Because I had carpal tunnel and my hand-eye coordination was not good, I felt horrible. Guys, I felt horrible. I felt I could never realize my dreams. That was what it felt like. And at one point, I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I didn't like my face, so I didn't want anybody to see me. I remember when I was younger, I was always in choir or something to do with music because I loved music. I wanted to be a singer, and I was so happy. I wanted to be a singer, and then I realized my singing voice is horrible. I mean, it's not terrible, but I don't think it's up there with the likes of Beyonce, when I don't even like Beyonce, but she's a star. Beyonce, Adele, Leela James, all these huge music stars. These soul singers, I felt like my voice wasn't up there with them, so I put that dream aside and I was going to be a lawyer. But then I realized I can't do the structure, so I wanted to do something that was creative, that I could use my hands, something I was good at, and that was art. And that's where my dream to be a digital artist came about. I wanted to draw things, I wanted to use my hands, I wanted to look at the different colors and shapes and forms and pick it apart in my brain and put it back together with my hands. That's what I wanted to do. I love 3D graphics. I love color. Anything creative, I love to do it. Period. It's why I started the radio show. Because at one point, I was going to be a digital artist, but I feel, and it's still my dream. It's like, it's still my dream, but I don't think I'll be able to do it right now. I feel like such a failure, and I'm losing at life simply because I don't know what I'm doing. I can't cook. I can't clean. I can't sew. I can't take care of myself. What girl that's almost fucking 20 years old can't take care of herself? You know? And it's just like, it's so difficult and so confusing and so painful for me, you know? And I feel so alone, guys. Literally, I feel so alone in this world. My lover, excuse me, not my lover. The man I call my boyfriend has not spoken to me in almost a year, and I'm afraid for him. You know, I'm afraid he may not be here anymore. And I wouldn't know because his family doesn't like me and they won't talk to me. And I'm so confused. And sometimes all I want at night is someone to hold me and make me feel safe. Make me feel like I'm not alone in the world. Like I'm not this messed up, fucked up, screwed up in disappointment. That somebody loves me. And everything's gonna be okay. Somebody I can talk to all the time. That's what I want. And God help me if I ever had a child. Because I don't think I can have children. Because I don't think I can put them through this. To have such a failure as a mother. God, you know? And it's like, everything is not going like I wanted it to go. And when things don't go like I wanted it to go, I just want to scream. It's so frustrating and so tiring, and all I can do is complain about it because I don't know what to do next. I don't know what to do next. When I was younger, it was being a singer, but then people told me singing was not a profession. It's a 1 in a million chance, so I moved on to being a lawyer. And then I realized I couldn't handle the stress and structure it would take to be a lawyer. So I moved on to being a digital artist because I liked being creative and using my hands and doing different things and just being weird and being a freak. And I was proud of that. It was something I could be proud of because digital arts is both computers and art. 2 things I loved in high school that I still love, that are still a part of me. But I can't seem to do them anymore. It's like I've lost all kinds of inspiration. The things that lit me up inside don't light me up inside anymore. And I'm lonely. God, I am so lonely. I remember when I was in high school, those nights when I would just cry myself to sleep, tears dripping down my eyes, and my my pillows were just soaked with tears. I remember crying so much. I remember having a radio system put up on my wall and not being able to go to sleep unless the music was playing, because if it was too quiet, I swear I could hear voices. I remember that. I remember all the pain and sorrow I felt. And now I don't even feel that. I just feel empty. My creativity is lost. It's gone, and I don't know how to get it back. But that's what I want to do in my life. I want to do something that makes me happy, not something that's practical and makes you a lot of money. Because I've seen so many fucking adults so dissatisfied with their life, and I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be dissatisfied with my life. I don't want to be crying myself to sleep because I'm so fucking unhappy. My mother was a single mother growing up, and it was just me and her, and she worked her ass off for me. It's not easy being a single mother, and even harder when your child has special needs, believe me, because I know. I've had to watch my mother struggle my whole life. And I feel bad about that. And I can't help but feel like I'm a disappointment to her. I can't help but feel like I don't fit in with my own family. I can't help but feel like I stick out like a sore thumb wherever I go. I want a place where I can belong, where people love me, and I know people love me. I want to be in that frame of mind. But it's not easy when you're always down on yourself, when for years people were telling you, you'll never be any better. You're permanently disabled. What can you do? And I have struggled and struggled trying to prove people wrong because I got tired of hearing it. I had my grandfather tell me when I said I wanted to be an artist, he said, "What you want that frou-frou job for?" I will tell you this, and I will tell anybody who asks me, I'd rather be starving with no clothes, out on the streets with nothing to my name, and happy, than in a house with clothes and anything I can ever buy and unhappy. Because you know what? In the end, the shit you own and the shit you do don't matter if it don't make you happy. My mom had to give up her dream job to stay with me. I won't make that same choice. I don't want to have to make that same choice. And I don't want to be a disappointment or a failure either. I feel like a failure at life. I feel like I'm losing at life, and life is not a game. I hate my uncle. I look at my auntie and I want to kill myself because I always feel like I'm compared to her. Christina's so much better than me, but nobody really compares me to Christina. But that's what I feel like. Christina graduated this year, and I only got 3 hours of college credit after 3 semesters. I feel horrible. And no matter how much I want to give up, and no matter how many times I tell myself I'm going to give up, I don't. I keep trying new things, like this radio show. This was a desperate attempt at getting myself out there. If nobody was going to listen to me who were around me, I'll be damned, because I was going to get the internet to listen. Guys, I'm almost 20 years old. That's 1 year from being 21, and I sure as hell don't want to be living with my goddamn mother at fucking 21 years old, okay? I don't, because I just think that's just too fucking old, because that's on my way to being 30 and still living with my mother. I don't want to be alone at 21. I want to be in a relationship, in love with somebody at 21, but I am not so desperate that I will take anybody out there. I want the person that's made just for me. Guys, we are barely paying our bills here. And I wish there was some way I could help, because I hate the fact that my uncle barely pays his rent. I hate the fact that when you ask him something, he wants to complain about it. Like, we're just asking him for so much, and we're not asking him for shit. And they ain't got nerve to complain about the fact that nobody tells him nothing. It's because they're never around to tell. And when people try to ask you stuff, when people try to tell you stuff, you blow them off. I hate my uncle. And I'm going to go on record as saying I want him dead, but I will be damned if I'm the one killing him. Because Mark, when I look at Mark, I see too much of myself. And I look at myself in the mirror and I say, I don't want to be that at Mark's age. I don't want to be this selfish prick of an asshole. I want to care about people and have people care about me. I don't want to be this fucking loser for the rest of my life. And regardless of what anybody else thinks, I'm trying my hardest to make sure that does not happen. My brain does not work like everybody else, people. I am weird, I am strange, and the way I think is weird and strange too. And if nobody can understand that, at least you can try. Don't just blow me off. You know. Because I don't know what's coming next in life. And I don't know what I can try next to get myself out there to get seen. I'm tired of sitting in the background and nobody hearing me. Nobody seeing me. I'm not there. Why am I invisible? Why am I not standing out? Why am I not a star? I'm tired of it, and it's gonna change. That's my New Year's resolution. It's got to change. Something has got to change because I am failing at my own life. Something has got to give. Something has got to change because I don't want to live like this forever. I don't want to have to depend on my mother. I don't want to have to depend on anybody. Anybody. But the choices they're telling me I have to make are not making me happy. And I'd rather be happy than unhappy. I gotta take my pills every day. I hate taking pills because 1, they make me sick and they make me feel weird. And 2, I'm not that good of a schedule, so if I have to take a pill every day at the same time, it's awkward for me. I have to get myself on a schedule. I'm a fucking artist. I am eclectic. The only thing I'm organized about is my art. And even then, sometimes that's saying something because I'm abstract. You know, it's like, what the hell? My desk, and I'm gonna go on record as saying almost every artist I know has the messiest room I've ever seen. I'm not kidding. That's why they have studios. That's the way I think. The point is, guys, I'd rather be starving, living on the street, with no clothes and no shoes and nothing and be happy that way than unhappy and comfortable. I am losing at my own life. It's like I'm in a video game and I'm losing. I never win at video games. I am losing at my own life, people, and something has got to give. Something has got to change. And I'm going to go on record and say I'm going to try the hardest I can to change it. Because I will be damned if in a year I'm still living with my mother. If I am still living with my mother in a year, I will shoot myself in the head. I promise you that. Because I'm too damn old for that. I don't want to have to depend on anybody. And if I can't get myself together in the next year, you will see me on the street because I will not be putting my mother through this. And I will not be putting anybody else through this but myself. I hate to depend on anybody because I feel bad about it. And I'm not about to do it again. Guys, I'm going to change my email because it seems like nobody's responding to me. Nobody cares. And so, I'm going to change my email, guys. And I want you all to message me. I want you all to contact me. As for the late the late post is because I've been thinking about doing a speech all week because I finally got my internet back. And I don't think I could go a week without giving y'all something to think about. So, here's what you need to think about. What's next for you? What's next in life for you? Have you achieved your dreams? Or are you still trying to achieve them? Think about it. And message me. Leave a comment. God. Go on Spreaker.com if that's what you're listening to this on. If you're on Twitter, leave a comment on Twitter. If you are on fucking YouTube, you leave a comment on YouTube. God, people, it's not that hard. If you're on Spreaker, leave a comment. Email me, for God's sake, if I have to. They have a link to my profile and everything. Use it. Use it. Because I know you're listening. And I know some of you are downloading this stuff. You know, I'm not doing it just for myself anymore. You know, I genuinely want people to listen to me. And yeah, I know I complain a lot, but I hope there are people out there that can understand the message I'm trying to give to you. Through all the complaining and the whining and the switching topics, because I've had ADHD, people. I have no focus whatsoever. You know, I'm gonna change my email, and hopefully you guys learn to email me. Go to my profile at Spreaker.com, okay? Go Spreaker.com and find me if you have to, and email me. Until next time, guys, I'm out. It's late. I'm tired. Peace out. I will see you guys probably next week. Peace.